Hey guys, it's Aidette. So today I'm showing you guys my in-depth foundation, contour, and highlight routine. I just thought that this would be a very helpful video and you guys could see how I get my flawless foundation routine. Also, many of you ask me how I get my highlight to look so poppin', so this is exactly what I do, and if you guys want to see how I do it, then just keep on watching. To achieve my flawless foundation, highlight, and contour look, it's super important to start off with smooth and clean skin. So what I like to do is take my Vanity Planet set, and it comes with 3 brush heads, an everyday cleansing brush which is very soft, and I use it every single day, and then it also comes with a silicone brush that's very gentle and for sensitive skin, which I definitely have, and it also comes with an exfoliating brush. And also, if you guys want to take 70% off, you guys can take the code that's right on the screen. Use the code Aidette, and it'll also be in the description bar below, and I will have the website linked so you guys can go check it out. And so I'm just washing my face, doing the whole business, and after I'm making sure to moisturize my face, and then after we can get right on into beating that face. So once all that is done and my face is nice, clean, and moisturized, I like to take my Nivea Men Post Shave Balm, and I love this stuff because it makes my foundation not budge all day and it is just amazing. So I just like to dot it all over my face first, and then I'll just massage it into my face. So then I will take my favorite foundation after this gets tacky, and the one that I'm going to be using is my NARS Sheer Glow in the shade Barcelona. I love this stuff so much. This is my tan shade, so whenever I'm fake tanned, as you can see here, my face is super white and my body is pretty tanned, so I like to take Barcelona. And if I am kind of having like a fading tan, I like to take Barcelona and also mix it in with my Makeup Forever HD foundation, and this one is in the shade Y235. But I think today I'm just going to be using Barcelona and then maybe a tiny squirt of the Makeup Forever HD foundation, and then I'll just mix my foundation with my fingers, and then I'll add more foundations to kind of match my skin that day. So this looks pretty good. So what I like to do is just dot it all over my face, and I like to put more like on my chin and my cheek area. I don't put too much on my forehead, only because I feel like I don't need that much coverage up there. I don't really have any blemishes or any redness. And then I'll put some around my nose too, because I have a lot of redness there. I personally don't really like to color correct it just because I feel like I really don't need it much, and my foundation is full enough coverage to where it color corrects itself. And to blend out my foundation, I always love to take my black beauty blender. So I like to take the bigger side and just press it into my skin rather than swiping it, because I feel like this gives me more of a full coverage. And I always like to get my ears too when I'm tanned, because, you know, your girl has some pale ears. And then I'll always make sure to take it down onto my neck, and then I always make sure that I also get it right here. Even though I'm going to be placing concealer there later, I just like to do it because I'm weird. And then I just blend out the rest of my face. And then when I'm getting in between my eyebrows, I like to kind of squish it like this, and then just make its way through my brows. And then right here, there's going to be some like little awkward pale spots, so I'm going to be taking this part here, taking some of the excess that's still on my hand, just kind of squeeze its way right in there. And then when I'm blending out my forehead, I like to pull my hairline and just get right in there, because you do not want to look like you have a mask on, because that is not cute at all. And for the eyebrows, it is pretty tricky because it's so close and I don't want to mess up the shape. So I like to do the same thing as by my nose, take a little bit from the back of my hand, and then just kind of make my way in there. And then again, just getting into that hairline. And then I'm usually left with a lot of excess on the back of my hand, so I like to take it onto my beauty blender, and then I like to take it onto my chin. And then I'll also take some onto my cheeks and nose. So now I'm going to be taking my 2 favorite concealers to brighten up my face and to conceal as well. So I'm going to be taking my NARS Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard, and also my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light. So first I'm going to be taking Custard and running that under just like so, and then also taking it in this kind of triangle motion. And then I'm also going to be taking it on the bridge of my nose and on my chin. Now that I have that one to conceal, I also want to brighten up my face a little bit more. So I'm going to be taking my Tarte Shape Tape and I'm going to be just kind of dotting it along the other concealer. And then with the excess that I have from my nose, I also like to take it a little bit up to the center of my forehead and then just blending out my concealer. And when I'm blending out my concealer, I do like to take it onto the sides of my nose just because I do feel like it helps slim it out for later on. And after I'm done with my concealer, I like to take the big side where I used my foundation and I'm just going to be blending out the bottom of the concealer and kind of diffuse it with the foundation and the concealer. So now it looks like it's a lot more blended together. And I'm going to be going in and baking. I just love this method. I always do it. Ever since I found out about baking, I cannot do a single makeup look without baking because then I feel like I'm missing something and my makeup just doesn't stay on all day. So of course I like to take my favorite powder, which is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. But before I do set my under eyes, I like to look up and just kind of go in really precisely with the point of my beauty blender and blend out those creases really quick, and then quickly just dip into my powder and set right away. And then this way you will prevent from creasing. And then I also like to take it onto the sides of my nose. This also does help with slimming out the appearance of your nose. And I do like to take it around my nose as well. And I take it on my chin, the bridge of my nose, just like a little tap. And then right onto the center of my forehead. And then while I'm baking, I like to take the excess that's in my cap and take a big fluffy brush and then just set the rest of my face. And I'm going to be taking a small dome dense brush like this and I'm going to be patting in my bake. So the reason that I like to pat in my bake and not swipe it away like others do is just because I feel like it gives a lot more coverage and it keeps me matte all day long. But that's personally just me. I feel like if you have dry skin, that would not be the best idea ever. I do recommend to swipe it away instead. But I do have normal skin, so I can get away with that. And now going in with my favorite bronzer ever. I seriously got all my friends hooked on this, so I guarantee you guys that you guys are going to love this thing. So this is the Bobbi Brown Golden Light 1 bronzer. And this is what it looks like. It is so gorgeous. Let's keep it a secret between me and you because this is my secret to a beautiful bronzed face. This is the best for bronzing ever, guys. I'm not playing. This is the number 100 brush by Real Techniques and it is the best thing ever. I love it. So I like to tap in my brush and then I like to pull up my hair and then get right into the hairline and do left and right motions like this. And then after, I will be taking my NARS Eater brush, and this is the best thing for contouring, and I'm just going to be dipping it into the same bronzer just because I feel like it works for both things. So I'm just going to be lining under my cheekbones. And then I'm just going to be flicking this color upwards and it'll create like the most perfect fade. And then with the excess, I will be contouring my nose. And Now moving on to blush, I'm going to be taking MAC's Melba blush, and I just love it because it's so versatile and I feel like it looks so good on every single skin tone. So this is what it looks like, and I like to take it on my Sigma Small Duo Fiber F55 brush, put it on the apples of my cheekbones, and gonna take it up to the sides of my face. And I like to stipple it on more just because I feel like it gives more of that airbrushed finish. How many times can I say that in this video? But I just really like that look, and I just think that it's so pretty. And if I feel like I went a little bit too overboard, I will take my powder brush and just kind of tap it till I'm satisfied with the color. So now moving on to highlight, which is my favorite part ever. So I like to take a base, so I'm going to be taking this one by So Susan. This one is called the Statement Skin, and it is like the perfect champagne color. It's so pretty. So I like to place it on the places where I am going to be applying highlight, of course, and I just like to blend it out with my fingers. For my highlight, I usually go towards So Hollywood by Anastasia Beverly Hills if I'm going for a gold look, and if I want more of like a rose gold type of color, I will always go for Champagne Pop by Becca, and I like to take it on my Morphe R36 brush, and it just gives such precision, and it's like the perfect size for my face. So I will take the tip and I'll take it in circular motions. So if I want to be super extra, which is all the time, so I like to take my fan brush by Morphe. This is the M310, and I love both of these brushes for my highlight, so I'll just place it right into my highlight and just pat it on. And of course you can't leave it unblended like this because then it looks like a stripe of glitter, so I'm going to be taking my ring finger and just kind of blending it all together. So that is all for my foundation, contour, and highlight routine. So if you guys enjoyed it, please make sure to give me a thumbs up, and also subscribe so you'll be notified whenever I post a new video. And also click the bell down below next to the subscribe button because that will notify you whenever I do make a new video, because YouTube did this weird thing, I don't know, it was like an update, so nobody gets notified anymore. So if you guys want to be updated right at the second, then make sure you click on that bell. So as always, I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you guys in my next video.